Good morning. Getting everything set up here. How is everyone this morning? I'll see who's with me. It's such a gorgeous day. We are live this morning, but we may have some folks who are out and about and will catch the replay. I am Carolyn Bosley, and you're joining me here in our Inky Gatherings group. And at any time, if you see things that you would like to get, of course, you can contact me, and we will work through those together, or you can go to inkygatherings.stampinup.net and shop with me now on there. So, give me just a second. My tablet is being a little quirky today, but I'm trying to get on so I can make sure I can see you and your comments. I won't be able to see you, but see your comments. And be able to do a little chat maybe with those of you that are on. So, let's see. A little chat maybe with those. Sorry, so you're going to hear my video just a little bit in the background while I'm getting the volume turned on. So, who might be with me today? Let me know. So now I can see we are starting off our Christmas in July. So I hope you guys are ready to go. We're going to have a month filled with Christmas projects, Christmas gifts, Christmas cards, and so forth. And I wanted to do, have some things lined up, and I do, but when I was really working out what I wanted, hey, Miss Covey, what I wanted to do, I thought, what type of things do I want to do for Christmas? What type of things do I want to get ahead on? As I was thinking about that, I thought, I need a plan. Well, then I need a planner. I need some type of a notebook or a planner to be able to do this. So that's what we're going to be making today. We're going to be doing a tablet that, excuse me, that we can use as a gift, or we can use as our Christmas or wintertime planner. So I'm going to show you, this was all done with paper, except for the greeting and some things on the inside. And this particular paper happened to come out of Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. That's in the annual catalog. And hey, Miss Gradine. So, I'll show you a full piece. I cut a little strip off of this one, but this is the piece. And then the piece that we work on, that I'm going to show you and demo on, I'm just turning it over and using this piece. And then I'm adding some stamps to turn that into a Christmas design. So, just remember, use the things that we have to get us started. And then, of course, come August 3rd, we will be able to order out of our annual mini holiday catalog, which will be great. So, let me just untie this. Hey, Miss Karen. So, and I have not done this yet, but another thing that you can do, in case you don't, if you just are using the ribbon as a gift tie, and, using this as your gift label, then you could easily put a little Velcro or magnetic closure. And when you do that, you want to go close to the edge. And I just use glue dots if I'm using magnetic closures. If I'm using the Velcro, it depends on the stickiness, but you want to make sure that it stays on there. But you want it close to this edge and use it on the flap, and then push it over, because the closer you get to the edge, the less likely you will be to get creases and so forth in your book or in your cardstock. But isn't that gorgeous? Look, I just love the look of that. And I thought this way, without this, they could continue using this if I use this as a gift, or I can continue using this without having a Christmas book. It could be my winter book, or if I'm giving it as a gift. So you open this up, and look, here's the tablet that goes in. And I just went like every 5 pages or so. Hopefully you can see that. And I stamped the snowman from the Snow Wonder set. There was another one. Just in various places. And like I said, not on every sheet. Just about every 5 sheets or so, I did a stamp on there. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Miss Martha. And then also, you can see with coordinating paper, made a little pocket on this side. And I had these left over from the painted labels, I believe was the die. And I used these and just stamped some of the verses, because that way, whether I'm using it for myself or whether I'm giving a gift, we're always needing tags in a quick hurry at Christmas. We've forgotten something and so forth. So we are I put 3 there just to be able to have. Sorry, I'm closing out this other tablet that I keep hearing. Trying to get the volume down on it, maybe. And so that's what we are going to be doing today. Same fashion, just some different colors, okay? So again, you could use a little piece of Velcro or a little magnet, but just go close to the front edge of your tab that folds over. That way you have less likelihood of folding a crease into your tablet. So we'll tie this back up because I really think this is going to be a gift. I have someone in mind that does snowmen, okay? And you can add more, you can add less. This is just a simple gift, and you're going to see how quickly it goes, okay? Now, let's get a little bit of housekeeping out of the way. Since I'm using some Designer Series paper, I want you to know that we are having a paper sale, okay? This is July 1. It's going on now through August 2nd. Beauty of the Earth, which is the paper that I'm using today, is on sale at 15% off. Bloom Where You're Planted. Let me see if I can hold this up a little bit. Bloom Where You're Planted, hand-pinned, in good taste, in the wild, pansy petals, sweet symmetry, tidings of Christmas, which is a 6x6, and You're a Peach. Everything's 12 by 12 except tidings of Christmas, and it's 6x6. All of those are 15% off. So take a look and see if those are something you might be interested in. And again, it's July 1 through August 2nd. Okay. Now, I tell you, I ran into just a little bit of a dilemma, because here we had planned Christmas in July. Hey, Miss Ann. We had planned Christmas in July. Well, we were unable to order as demonstrators from the new mini catalog until July 1. Customers will be able to start on August 3rd. The reasoning for that, the reason that it's not July for customers and that the catalogs are not available now, of course, you know, through this ending of COVID and so forth, we've had a lot of shipping issues and so forth. So Stampin' Up made the decision to delay the catalog by 1 month so that we could possibly help ensure that people didn't run into those back order situations right in the beginning and things like that. So here's a picture of the catalog. I tell you, I've been very pleased. My order went in. So the rest of the month, as we're doing Christmas in July, will be the new products. But I wanted to show you what we can do with what we have from the current catalog, plus how to change up some things and just get you in that planning mode. We're making our planner today, okay? So there is the new mini catalog coming. Hey, don't forget that June 11th through July 10th is Paper Pumpkin Selection. And this one will give you everything to make 12 cards and envelopes. You get a stamp set in there. You also get an ink spot and everything you need to make 12 different cards. So you can sign up and purchase this. And I'm just using a $20 price point. It's right around that amount. If you're purchasing on a monthly basis, yeah, I mean, it could be a few dollars higher, but you can have it set up to come automatically to you. You can order just 1 month. You can go ahead and pay for a 3, a 6, or a 12-month in full, and then just every month it's going to appear in your mailbox, okay? You can also put it on hold. If you know you're going to be on vacation 1 month and you don't want it to come, you can do that. So don't forget Paper Pumpkin. It's a great way to start doing things, and everything comes that you need. You don't need anything else to work with, okay? Along with the Paper Pumpkin, we are now selling the Kits collection. Kits, K-I-T-S collection. And there's several different kits that you can purchase. And again, they have everything you need in there. So if you go to the Inky Gatherings Facebook site, you will see I have uploaded links to the videos on all the kits, so you can see what comes in them and what they make. There's several choices, so, and it's a great price point too. So let me know if you're interested in those, or can't find them, and I can point you in the right direction. Okay. I think that is it. So we can get started now. See you, Sharon. So we're going to start, and basically you're going to need some DSP, and you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock, or 2 colors of cardstock that coordinate. I'm going to be using the Mossy Meadow and the Real Red, okay? And then the Designer Series paper that I'm using is just the same piece that I used on my sample book. I am just flipping it over, and you're going to say, well, that doesn't look like Christmas. Well, it's going to when we get done. Trust me. So, we need to pick out a green that we could use. And in here, of course, is Mossy Meadow, and there's different color greens. So I know some of you like the old olive, some of you don't. I think that may be what we're going to do. Excuse me, we're going to use a little bit of old olive just to have a little bit of texture and so forth in the greens. So, what's everybody thinking so far? Are you excited to get a planner or a notepad going so that you can either plan for yourself, or again, it can be a gift to give to someone, okay? And I will post this so you'll be able to get one made before our next Christmas in July workshop. So the cardstock, I'm going to cut this in front of you today. So the cardstock, we need a piece that is 7 3/8 by 8 1/4, and then we need a piece that's 5 3/8 by 8 1/4 out of the same color. Then we need coordinating cardstock that is 5 by 8 1/8, and another piece that is 1 5/8 by 8 1/8. Okay. We also need a piece of scrap for whatever you're going to do for your labeling. And then on Designer Series paper, we need 3 pieces, and they really need to be the same. The first 2 need to be the same, and then this third one at least needs to be the same or coordinating. And this third one is for your inside pocket. Okay. And then we're going to do some scoring on the cardstock. And of course, things that I'll be using, you know, I'll be using a stamp set. You can use a stamp set of your choice. Let me find the stamp set. We're going to be using Banner Year, and the 2 stamps that we're going to be using are the Holly Leaves and the Holly Berries. That's what we're going to be using out of here. I may come back and pull this Be Merry just to go on the front of my book or of my pad, but that's the set we're using, and it is a photopolymer set. And they call it a 2-step, but it's 2-step because you are like putting the berries with the holly, or putting the the Halloween face onto the pumpkin, those type things. Okay, so I'll lay that over to the side. Of course, depending on your stamp set and colors you choose, some coordinating ink, some coordinating ribbon, and I have used the white crinkle ribbon, but then I have used my blender brush and the red ink pad and just made some red ribbon for me to use. Don't forget that little tip and trick. Okay. Any embellishments you might want to add, like here I added a couple rhinestones on this pad. So, you know, you may have die cuts, rhinestones, different things that you want to use, okay? And today we're going to be using the red rhinestones. Of course, maybe for some berries is what I'm thinking. And again, if you want to add a magnet or Velcro under this flap, you will. I'll be honest with you, I had the magnets to use. Can't find them. So, they're stuck in a little something somewhere or stuck to something somewhere. But we will, you know, I'm good with the ribbon for right now. And then I'll come back and put a little Velcro, or I prefer the magnet on there. And then I'm going to be using the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue. And I am going to be using the tear and tape on today's project. Okay, so I'll leave that there for just a moment. I will post this after today. I'll get it posted after today's workup, and that way you'll have everything. Okay. I have already cut my designer series paper, so I have the 4 7/8 by 8. I have the 4 7/8 by 4, and basically what this is just a what was left on, I don't know which end it goes. There we go. It's was the piece that was left. This was a 12-inch piece, and I cut it 4 7/8, and then I cut it at 8, and that gave me the 2 pieces I need. This is going to be on the front cover. This is going to be on my inside pocket. And then I also have a piece that is 1.5 by 8. Okay. And on one side, I have rounded my edges, and you'll see in just a minute on that. Okay. Let me move those out of the way, because we're going to move the trimmer in. So I have 2 pieces of Mossy Meadow. Let me pull this out of the way here. So I have my cutter. I will probably need my arm. Tear and tape does work well. It holds really well. Now, I will tell you that the new Fast or Stampin' Seal Plus works well too. And I'm sorry we're getting a glare there, but that's all I can do for this moment. Let's see. Does that help a little bit maybe? So, but yes, tear and tape works really well because you literally can just tear it, okay? So we're going to be doing 7 3/8 by 8 1/4. Gotta move it, sorry. So 8 1/4 is just cutting a 1/4 piece off of my 8 1/2, which I better turn it the right way, huh? Okay. So that takes my 1/4 off. I've got 8 1/4, and I need 7 3/8. 1, 2, 3, 8. 7 3/8. Okay. So there's my one piece. My second piece of the same needs to be 8 1/4. So again, we're going to go 8 1/4. And this is going to be 5 3/8. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Move that extra piece away. Everybody still with me? So then we have a piece of coordinating cardstock, and in this case I'm using the real red, and we need 5 by 8 and an 1/8. So I'm going to say 8 and an 1/8, and I'm going to be 5. Okay. Then I need that same piece. See, it's still 8 and an 1/8. I didn't change that side of it. I need one that is 1 and 5/8. So there's 1 1/2, 1 and 5/8. So there we go. Okay. Now I'm going to put this away. And you're going to say, but you need to score. Yes, I do need to score. However, we're going to pull in the score tool for that. I just have an old rounder. I don't have the new rounding punch that's been in the catalog recently. I do have it on order. I'm looking here. Here's an old rounder. I do know that I need on one side of this to go ahead and round that edge. Okay, so I think that'll work. That'll be good enough. I've already done the other paper. So now I want to show you what pad I'm using. Okay, this is a full pack. There's 3 to a pack. It comes from the Dollar Tree. So you get 3 in here. They are lined because I like lined notes when I'm using it sort of like for a planner. But you get 3 in here for $1 at the dollar store. Okay, and each have a cardback backing. We're not doing a replacement, so this is actually going to be glued down. Okay, so now I am going to pull my, and you can do this on your trimmer. This to me felt comfortable on the scoreboard, and I was able to do my markings up here at the top, 1 2 3. But what we're going to do is take our 2 pieces that we cut, and on the, let's see, that's 8 1/4, and this is the 7 3/8. So, and this is the 5 3/8. Yes. So on the smaller piece, okay, on what I call the short side at the top, so we're saying you're going to score on the 5 3/8 inch side. Oops, and you can't see that, can you? Let me move that down a little bit. Hey, Miss Faye. So I'm moving this down a little bit now. Maybe you can see. And I've used my markers to hold it, and this is still available. So this one piece on the 5 3/8 inch side, we're going to score at 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Boy, I'm glad I looked at that. I about had it at 1/2 inch, and it is 1/4 inch. Okay, and you're just going to hold your paper and go straight down. I can't see myself, sorry. And I do that a couple times in that route, just to have that good score, okay? And that's just a 1/4 inch, okay? And then you're just going to lay this aside. That's the only score that you do on this one. And that's on the 5 3/8 by 8 1/4 piece. Score at 1/4 inch on the 5 3/8 inch side. So in other words, you put your short side 5 3/8 inch at the top, and you're going to score at 1/4 all the way down. So I'm going to try that. Oh, there we go. One more time. Okay, so I have a good score line in there. Lay it to the side. Then I'm going to come out with the 7 3/8 by 8 1/4. And I am going, you can see it's 8 1/4 here. It's 7 3/8 here. Okay, so your short side again at the top. And you're going to score at 1/4 inch. Okay. Ooh, that one sounded much better and went much smoother. 1/4 inch. You're going to do 5 3/8. 1, 2, 3/8. 5 3/8. Then you're going to come over and do 5 5/8. Okay. And all of that scoring was done based on your 7 3/8 inch short side at the top. Okay. Short side at the top. So, and we're done with our scoring. So, I'm going to pop that back in. Love the score board for projects like this. But again, use your trimmer. I just want to show some variation for folks who have different things, okay? So, let me get back set up here again. Pull these back to me. So, when you have a 1/4 inch or less score, it gets a little iffy on getting that in there. So don't start right away with your bone folder. Start with just folding it with your fingers and so forth, because it is such a small area that sometimes it just does not want to bend, okay? And you can go ahead and do it the other way too, just to give it a little bit of flexibility. But we have it there, okay? Then while I'm on this one, I'm going to go ahead and fold these. I'll pull out the bone folder. And I am using the bone folder on those then. And folding that other score line. Okay, so we have that going, and that is my front flap, okay? And then we'll come over to the other piece. To do the same thing on this, I'm going to fold with my fingers first. Okay? So is everybody with me? Give me some loving. Let me know you're still here. And then once I have that, then while I'm holding it, I will get that folded down. Okay? So there we go. So then when I glue these together, I want this piece to be rounded if at all possible. So I don't want my fold piece to be here on the top. I want to basically lay these down on top of each other. And then that way, when this folds up, it rounds up, okay? So here's where I do the tombow. This would be of your choice, okay? But I use the liquid tombow because it gives me a little wiggle room, okay? You don't need a lot. Less is more. You don't want it squirting out everywhere. So I'm just, you know, I may have to clean up a little, but I don't want to clean up a lot. So then I just have to work with this because of my eyes. So I turn it here and I bring this together. I'm going to come right to the fold. So you need to come down just a tad. There we go. And yes, I have some in there that I will end up, and what I'll do is come back and use my glue eraser. Hey, Miss Joanne. So, putting it back there. And okay. And if you don't get enough, you'll see when you start putting your notebook in, if you don't have enough glue on there. And you know, you have to hold it for a minute to give it just a little bit of time to cure the pieces together, for better wording. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do, here's the books after I've already taken the one off. And again, I showed you the piece on that. It's at they're at the dollar store, and you get 3 in a pack for $1. So how economical is that? Okay. So while I'm here, and that's adhering, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue up the back. There's not a lot of glue because I'm moving it around, okay? Moving it around. So then, what I want to do, and I'm sorry with my eyes, I have to sort of do this in a backward way, but I'm going to come in and I'm going to put this close to the top, and it's going to be right between the score lines. Oops, moved it just a tad. Now see, I got glue, so I'll have to use my pushing just a little because I wasn't exactly even. So come back and get my glue off of there. I don't know yet. Now, Faye, you have seen my desk when I am working. Now think about what you said. Am I really that neat? I didn't have anybody here with me today, although I did go with family to the farmer's market this morning beforehand. So I didn't get to fix any muffins. I had planned on fixing me some muffins just for me, but I didn't have a chance. I didn't have time this morning, so they will be in the oven soon. And then I think we have all kinds of family gatherings today, here, there, and everywhere. What about you guys? Lots of events this weekend for you? If I can't get that glue off of there, I'll end up tearing that piece off. But I'm not going to tear it off yet, okay? But see, look, that is all there is to it. That is all there is to it. Hey, Miss Sandy. So, yeah, he spoke too soon. That's right. Okay, so then it's simple. We pull our pieces of cardstock and our pieces of DSP. Well, actually, I'm just going to do the DSP first for the moment. Let's see. Yeah, just going to do this. So here's where my stamping comes in. Now this to me is fern and leaves. It doesn't really look Christmassy at this point. So I'm pulling in my old olive and I'm pulling in my real red. And I also believe I need a stamping mat. And it's right here. So I'm taking my green. See what this looks like. Yay, I think that's going to do it. And I am just here and there stamping some of these. And no, you cannot see them at this point. It is pretty much, and it's like, what is she doing? That is not showing up. Are her eyes really that bad? Well, just bear with me. Just bear with me a little bit. I did get to see one of our stampers, Beverly Clayton, this morning. She and Joe were set up at the farmer's market. So now I'm pulling in the red, and it's just the three little berries. And again, this is Banner Year, and I'm using the little holly leaves and the little berries. And then I'm going to come back, and you guys are going to help me find all those little berries, or the places where all those little berries need to be. And I mean, we may have to go back and do more too. Don't get me wrong. Let's see, where? Oh no, where, oh where are you tonight? Yeah, I'm telling my age, aren't I? We need to be singing Christmas carols. I need somebody here with me to sing Christmas carols. Okay, do you see what I'm doing? Just adding a little touch of red because we are, now watch this. I still think I probably got to find more. But now look how that's going to pop by just no more than that small window. And I think I could come back and do some more. What do you think? Yes, say yes. I miss seeing some of Beverly's family was in. I think Mary was in, but I didn't. I thought I was going to get to see her, but then I missed her. I saw her at one point and was going to introduce myself, and then missed her down the way. Tell me where else. Well, and as far as that goes, we can just have, look at this, berries here, there, and everywhere to bring out some color. You know, we have done the, look at that. Oh my goodness. I love it. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones we used to know. I like that one, Faye. Good job. I'm still looking. Okay, what do you think? Enough berries? Enough berries. But you get my drift. So that was not a Christmas paper, but I turned it into a Christmas paper. Okay. Now I will also, I might as well do it while we have the paper out here. This is another one, and you see I have my rounded corners. My corners rounded. Oh my goodness, Martha! It's just God gave me a voice, but I'm telling you, sometimes it's not in the tune I need it to be. So, where the tree tops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Yay! Hey, Miss Pat. Okay, so we have that ready. Actually, it's going to be going this way. But then I'm going to come back and take my green just for a few here, there, here, there. Okay. I have not, hey, Miss Mary Ellen, I have not watched any TV. You know, a lot of times we start seeing what's trending for Christmas gifts and things like that, and I just haven't seen anything. I guess because of COVID and everything else, we're just not thinking about those type things. And sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes I take a look at what's trending. It might be something I like, and then other times it's definitely not anything that I'm interested in. So, let's see if we can get these in here. I forget where I stamped my holly because it blends in so well. So now I'm just adding a few berries here and there to pull in some of that red. Oh, I see one more that I stamped. I didn't get, there we go. Okay, so there's that piece. There's that piece. Let me move these out of the way. Then this is the piece that we're going to cut for our, our pocket in the front. That's the word I was looking for. So, I'm going to just start. Oh, did you see that about mess up? Oh, good save, Carolyn. Stamp the leaves in the red. No, that's not the way it should be done. So let's go back to the green. Drummer's starting to say some of his words in there. I think he hears the neighbor on the tractor. So let's move this away. Come back with some of these little berries now. Like I said, I forget where I stamped because it all blends in to the green. But I definitely want to stamp the berries with the holly. And then I think there we go. I'm done with that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back with these pieces, and I'm just going to, again, I'm using Tombow liquid multi-purpose adhesive so that I can be able to move it just a little bit if I so need to. It'll give you just a little bit of wiggle room, not lots, but just a little. So it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? It does not have to be perfect. I'm going to do the same thing with the larger piece, and again, I'm always starting in the center with my glue in case I get a glob. I was pushing too hard on it and it wasn't coming out, and then when I would lift up I got a glob. Okay, so I'll pull that around here, and you just are leaving like a 1/16 of an inch all the way around. So again, when you put it down, oh gosh, put it down slowly, but you know me, I just plop it down and go. Okay, look, now that turned into, I just want to show you, this is the original paper, okay? This is my Christmas paper. What do you think? Hey, I need some loving for this one, okay? I just need some loving. Just makes a difference. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so then just going to leave those over here for just a moment. And so this is going to be my pocket, okay? But I don't want a straight pocket, and I don't want just a tip down. So I'm just taking my cutter. Let me unpile it over here. And I'm just going to say, and you know me, sorry, it's not an exact thing. I'm going to take like an inch from this side. How did I do this last night? Like, in other words, I want to take off from here to here. So I'm going to put an inch here. No. How do I want to do this? I want it down here. And then, oh, there we go. Okay, opposite corners. So here's my 1 inch line. Okay, and here's my 1 inch. Can we see that maybe? So I am 1 inch and 1 inch. That cuts off quite a bit. I'm just looking to make sure that's the, do I want to go this way? I'm just seeing, what I'm looking at is looking at this piece to see what, on the other one I did not do a corner. I did like, there we go. I think that's what I want. Let's see. Yeah. What I wanted this little square piece here. Now here, this is what I'm using the tear and tape on. And I'm only going to use on 3 sides. Of course, you don't want to do the side that you're going to be putting stuff down into. But I am going to do the 3 sides that's remaining. Oh, tore a piece of the paper. Glad it was on the inside, huh? And then just a little bitty piece here. I will cut off and have ready. I'll peel this off. If you hear pitter patter, drummer has come to visit because I think he realized that I had a treat in here for him. You hear those pitter-patter fingernails of his? I should have my big tool out. I don't know why I don't, but that's okay. That's okay. So, then I'm going to make sure that little piece that was sticking up there, I turned it down. And then I'm just going to position this . Okay, now, so, then, boy, that's coming out big time. I don't know what happened on that. I think I need to wipe a little bit back or I am going to be in trouble. Oh, drummers. Trying to, your time. Okay, and you can see I just rounded on the inside pieces. Tell you what, I'm doing good with the glue today now. I think I've started to rely on my glue remover just a little too much. There we go. All be gone. All be gone. So what are we thinking, ladies and gents? Hey, am I on the big screen, Faye? I love it. I love it. Okay, so now, in this case, well, while I am gluing, let's glue. I feel like I need to glue while I'm gluing. And again, you can use the tear and tape. You can use your fast seal. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay. Look at that. Oh, my word. So, if I want to, like I said, I have my ribbon that is dyed. that I can come around and tie this. I can also get one of the little magnets and put it close to the edge here, and then put it down and pull it apart. I can also use Velcro. I've gotten so used to magnets, I don't do Velcro. But, so we're not done yet though. We still need some sort of a little, and I almost like having this on here. So we will look at that. But, hey, I'm going to practice on this page since I have a little glue on there. Let's see. Look at that. This is, I mean, you're not going to have to do anything at all. Anything at all, hardly, to make this work. And yes, my red pad is juicy, so look at that. Okay, I'm going, you know what I'm going to do? I don't want to have to tear that page off. So what if we, and I missed it some. Telling you, my eyes, they're good, but they're not good. I need to turn it this way. Oh, I have to stamp it again now because I got that on there. I don't know what's happening with my pads and so forth today. I've got so much ink on there is what it is. Okay. No more fixes on there, girls. I've got enough of those on there, I do believe. And I may tear that page off. But just to show you, I need to clean off my stamps real quick. Sorry, be right back. Just got to clean off and get a little bit of the mess away here. So, it doesn't have to be exact, okay? It does not have to be exact. I'm just remembering how many times I have stamped. 3. 4. 5. 6. Ooh, got that green on there again. Okay, then closing with that green, and let's come back. You guys are not singing anymore. What are you doing? I'm just flipping through. It's faster for me to do all of one at one time and come back rather than all, you know, switching out the stamps and so forth. One more. Okay. Now, I'll tear that off just because I'm not pleased with that one. And I'm going to come back lightly. There we go. Okay. Then I remembered that I had the For Unto Us Christmas stamp set, and it is carried over into the catalog from last year. But we're going to use a few of these to make, grab a block, our tags that we're going to insert. Because we've got like 3 tags. I've got 3 tags I can do, and we can put in there. And some of them, oh, that one's nice. Christmas Begins with Christ. Let's see what else. And I know this sounds crazy, but just so that they coordinate, you can also, I know it's got a little twig there, but we can also, oh my goodness, Drummer is not liking something. See, there we go. Well, maybe. We have that one. Let's see what else is in here. That will fit on these tags. Oh, there's, that will do that way. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Let's see what we can do. And I'm just doing these in red so that they'll coordinate. You know, we had a lot of green, so. Oh, there we go. And again, we'll do this one on this bottom. Again, just to coordinate with some of the colors. Oh, Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know? That's a pretty one. And let's see, we should have, let's just do the Merry Christmas. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Was that Brenda Lee? Did Brenda Lee do that one in the early days? May not be exactly straight, but we're okay. It's a tag, folks. It's a tag. I still like Silent Night, Holy Night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin, mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Wow, am I out of practice? I hope you were singing along. I thought Brenda Lee did sing that. Somebody like that sung that one. Okay, so here we have the 3 little tags. Now, it would be your choice. Well, if I can get those up on there, to do a little hole punch. Let me see if I can find my hole punch. It's laying here somewhere. Pull out the old crocodile. And get us a little hole for our ribbons. And okay, are we froze? Has my singing caused everybody to leave me? I hope not. I hope not. So, these are quick and simple. You don't need to be painstaking with these because somebody's going to write their name on them and then they're going to get thrown away. Just to be honest. Just to be honest. So this was a simple tie. Knot tie. That's all it is. Just a knot tie. And then, let's see what else we have here. Well, I tie that one. Okay, just checking. Thank you for letting me know, Faye. Thought we were done there for a minute. I thought people were done with me. I wonder if we can then. Let's do this one. Two down. And two's out of the way. Now you could come back. I have an extra piece here, so I'm just using this. You could use baker's twine. You could use the linen thread. Another color ribbon that coordinates with it. Oh, I might not be able to do that. Let me get one that's long enough. My fingers don't want to work. So I'm just using the same color one and tying a knot around just so it's a little different. That way all three are not tied the same. They can be. They don't have to be. My goodness, it's not wanting me to do something. Is this it? There we go, by grannies. Tie a knot. I'm tying. So there's my three little tags. Oh, how sweet is that? Just to have those in there. Now, so I have a little something here we're going to try. And I'll just be honest with you and say that Velcro is not my favorite, okay? But we're going to do it on this one. And what I recommend is putting them together. Putting your hook and loop and everything together. Okay, and then I'm going to place that here. Hey, Miss Cobby, she's back. I wondered where you were. Oh, so little man Dean, that's her grandson, is doing some Pokemon hunting and a picnic. Excellent. Okay, so then like I said, I think that I really would like to use, a Velcro. I mean, a magnet, because the Velcro to me just does not stick that well. So, but we're seeing. I'm getting it pushed down on there. And there we go. And then instead of the ribbon this time, I'm just going to have, and this is going to be popped up, but I think I want, let's just go ahead and use this set some more. Banner Year. I'm just going to use the Be Merry. That's fine. Some red. I know that's not a lot, so hold on. We're not done yet. Did you think we were done?